Hey, what happened to your pants, bro?
Huh?
Why are you flashing all your skin on?
I know. My brand, I said on the brand. I'm flashing everyone.
Aiyo.
This is yours, is it?
I don't know. I haven't worn mine. No, mine's here.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear us not, Brian?
Can. I can hear you. Why you don't wear your headphones?
Not fair.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, wait, headphones.
Up to you. Because when you wear headphones, you can actually listen to yourself and your. Up to you, bro. Up to you.
Fuck, I haven't done the joke for damn long.
Yeah, because I keep using that joke.
Hello, yes.
Yeah. So we have a special guest today.
Hey, Tim, your mic.
Oh, yeah. Let's carry it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have a special guest today. Actually, the moment we sat down, we already start recording. There's no intro, there's no nothing. It's I don't know whether have you seen any of our episodes before? Yeah, it's just like super santai, we're damn chill. There is no format to this, and you can swear, you can say whatever you want. We also can say some pretty outlandish things because we have the comedian card here.
We can get away with it.
We have an Indian comedian card.
Wow, okay.
So anything happens, you can just say like Prakash, kind of like, you know,
approves it.
Yeah, we can use the comedy joke.
Okay.
Comedy card, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So welcome to the pod, Tim Tiah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, we have some special effects. So if you wear, you can hear it.
Sure.
Yeah. So okay. So let me give some context why we have Tim Tiah on the pod. So I've heard of you like, you know, for umpteen years lah.
Yeah.
You know you're an OG lah, right? You're not going to deny it as well. You've been in the scene for so long.
It's been around.
You know, like from blogging days until now. And then for those of you who know Nafnang, if you know Nafnang, you already know you're kind of old already.
Wow, man.
And then you went missing for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know where you went. Then suddenly the algo, you cannot escape Tim Tiah. You know, whatever algo you had, you cannot escape Tim Tiah. It's just everywhere. You touch on whatever topic you can think of.
Yeah.
And like it's impossible to escape you lah on Instagram. I'm not sure whether you're on TikTok. Are you on TikTok?
Yeah, I'm also on TikTok.
Oh man, okay.
Do you upload the same stuff on TikTok when you upload?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, you are everywhere. And then I was like, okay, I really want to talk to you about like why this sudden Tim Tiah. You know, and I understand you're also somebody who is very like curious, intrigued by a lot of topics. So instead of like, you know, texting you, might as well sit down, turn it to content lah.
Still waiting for you to talk about streetwear lah.
Streetwear.
He's wearing fucking rabbits.
I'm surprised with the t-shirt.
He's wearing fucking rabbits. So actually, I've also been noticing what you're wearing during your videos. I was like, hey, wow, this fella wearing fucking rabbits.
Yeah.
Once in a while, he's wearing like some other brands. Like, wow, this fella also know his streetwear.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we can start off with a little bit of your history.
Okay.
For those of you, our audience that don't really know you, maybe you can start with how you begin.
Okay. So I think the first thing I was known for was that when I graduated, and this is back in 2007, right? I started a company called Nafnang, right?
Yeah.
Which was like the original influencer marketing company. It was blogs then, and eventually it moved to Instagram and everything else lah.
Yeah.
And the company is still around today. We did an IPO. It's still listed today in Australia. I sold my shares like 5 years ago. So it's owned by a guy named Ganesh now. Started MOL.
Ganesh.
Yeah, Ganesh, yeah.
Shout out Ganesh.
Yeah.
You know Ganesh?
I mean,
He knows Ganesh.
No, the way you said it, I thought it's as though you know Ganesh. I was like, what?
Ganesh is the one of the gods, and like
That's Ganesha, the elephant god.
Short name is Ganesh lah.
Oh, God also got short name.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Indian names all very long ones. So yeah.
Okay. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. So I kind of like, but I left the company maybe 2017, and then I started Colony, which is a luxury co-working space that has now grown to both Colony and a mass market brand called Jerry. Together, that company has about 17 locations around Klang Valley. And we also just bought a company called Dough by Mac. And last year, it was a F&B company meant to do catering for our events. Because
Okay.
we do like event spaces, ballrooms and everything. But somehow this year, I was just telling Brian, we just started this granola brand that 4 months ago started, and it did very well, and now it's being stocked in supermarkets.
Oh, nice.
Isitan, KLCC.
Yeah.
Right.
What was it called again?
Dough by
Mac
Mac.
granola.
Oh, so that's
I
the
will
one.
send you guys some lah. I didn't know. I didn't realize there's so many of us. I should have brought more.
It's okay, it's okay. I can share. I share first. Your taste first. Your
Well,
taste.
yeah. So on the influencer front, like I did have some following in the beginning, maybe about 30,000 followers on Instagram. But I've kind of like, for a long period, I left it alone. Like I never hardly even updated.
Yeah. That's why I say you went missing for a while.
Yeah, you go months up not updating. But my wife, her Instagram is 4'9", so she's always been very active, and she's the OG, you know, because I've seen, right, she's been around since 2005 as a blogger.
Wow.
And throughout, there is no other influencer I know of in Malaysia that has remained relevant today.
2005 aku UPSR tu.
Yeah.
What's your wife's handle again?
4'9".
Oh, your
4'9".
wife is 4'9".
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, so you know, when she first started with blogs, right?
Yeah.
Every time, if you track the influencer space, right? Every time a new platform comes along, some influencers that fail to adapt die.
Correct.
A new format, right? So first it went from blogs to Instagram, and then from Instagram it also changed. Then it moved to TikTok, right?
Correct.
Yep.
So a lot of people failed to get on TikTok, and then after that Instagram started prioritizing. They started deprioritizing, like the trend went away from just nice photos and curated photos to like reels.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you couldn't do reels, then you don't get on the For You page. Then you kind of just die off lah.
Yeah. I
So-
think the whole change from photos to videos were like a big move.
Yeah.
For a lot of creators, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah, so every time like there's a shift like that, right? Some creators just phase out, like get phased out, and you see it even in trends. So like in MCO, there's all this like dancing trends that are very hot.
Yeah.
And then but for those creators, if you still keep doing the same thing today, then it's kind of out.
Yeah.
you know. So you never know when it'll change. So I always tell people, like, right now the algorithm is kind, but I don't know when I will die off. It could be tomorrow. You know, one change that I won't even know why.
Yeah.
My videos will just get nothing, no views, you know.
But what made you switch? Like you say, you left it like not updating for months and months, right?
Yeah.
Then why suddenly, the sudden change in, like, okay, let's try this.
Yeah, actually, it's a few years actually that I really stopped updating.
I also.
Yeah, it's actually a few years.
So to be honest, I used to follow you long time ago. Then I see this fella, must be, he don't care already lah, like maybe, okay, I'm just being very honest, maybe he kaya already, don't need to update. So I unfollow you. I'm just being very honest, I unfollow. It's like, he's not updating for months, so sometimes I do a purge, like, I want to like have lesser, I just unfollow some people, so I follow you. Then lately, like maybe the past 3 months, it's like, as I said earlier, you cannot escape Tim Tiah, man. He's everywhere. So I said, okay lah, every day I see 2 to 3 of your videos.
Also, you've made it.
Serious, fucking serious. This guy can upload 3 videos a day,
It's like, you made it when your dad sends your videos to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when my dad sent one of the videos, I think you did like one of the, I can't remember, one of the politics one or something like. And I'm like, hey, why is my dad sending Tim Tiah's videos?
Yeah. I think like I was quite unfamiliar with I'm familiar with your name.
Yeah.
I wasn't familiar with your content.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't really paying attention to what you post, right?
Yeah.
So it's like for the past few days, because leading up to this podcast, okay, I may as well just like watch what this guy's doing, right?
Yeah.
So I was just like scrolling through the reels while I was driving, just listening to it and all that stuff, right? And then it's like I'm like 20 reels down, and it's like, that thing just happened yesterday. So that means for how many reels he posts in a day?
Exactly, right?
Because like 20 reels down, and he's talking about an incident that just happened like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's only been 20 reels. It's like, how many does he post a day?
Yeah, I think he posts like 3, 4.
3 reels a day and 1 carousel.
That's insane.
How do you keep up? Like what is? Do you just do content full time now or what?
No, I have a job.
I know, right? So like it sounds crazy.
Yeah. So this influencer thing is just for fun. Like I don't think it's a career, because I don't think it'll last. Don't get me wrong. If when at certain points of time, if you do well, then the money influencers can earn is really out of this world. I mean, compared to my Nafnang days also,
Correct, yeah.
Influencers' earnings is just unimaginable. But it's just that it just doesn't have staying power.
Okay.
Like your business here, it will last. It will stand the test of time, you know.
We see how. Sometimes I wonder as well. Sneakers not doing so well, man.
Yeah, but you know, it's still a business, you know. It has some staying power. But this influencer thing, your lifespan can be anywhere from a few years to a few months.
Okay. Yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah, and it's not about followers, because I had like this account for 36,000 followers for a long time, right? And for years, right, not a single advertiser wanted to put an ad with me. Not a single one. You know, so it's not even about followers. It's just that there's just way too many influencers and creators out there that it's just too competitive. And they're too, and a few of the top ones earn a lot of that money.
Yeah.
So
when do you start the shift? When do you start, okay lah, let's just do it lah?
Oh, so actually, it was purely for business reasons.
Okay.
So I noticed in Colony, we were spending a lot on ads, you know, like performance ads and everything. We spend about at least 1.5 million a year just on Facebook.
God damn.
Ads. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. Right?
What? Maybe after this we can get into like what does Colony do, because I'm not familiar with that. So yeah, but continue on.
Yeah, so we spend that much on ads, and now that ads drive our leads for office space, because it's co-working and event space and everything, right? But the problem with it is that the ads, all our competitors are also spending on the ads. So the cost of the ads, the cost per lead keeps going up.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just like, at some point we're going to exhaust it. We're going to reach a point where our return on investment on the app is just at the very minimum.
Yeah.
Which is risky lah. So then
This is across all platforms or just one platform?
actually most of the ad spend goes to just Facebook and Google.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of it. Anything else is just very hard to get.
Actually, what you say is so true, because like even some of the big companies that I know, they all end up just spending a lot of money on Facebook and Google.
Yeah.
Like rarely people want to spend money on Instagram or TikTok actually.
Yeah. Oh no, Facebook
is both lah.
But what I mean is like even for Meta, the money goes mostly to Facebook.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I noticed that lah. It's kind of like TikTok is not bad also, but it never worked so well for us in terms of the quality of leads. But so then we thought, okay, what should we do? And then so my team suggested, hey, you know, you should just build on your social media platform, you know, and
like you put a face to the brand lah.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people now are like, oh, CEO, a CEO should have a social media presence.
Yeah.
Market themselves that way, you know.
Yeah.
And to me, I didn't like it because I'm fairly introverted. So I
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Fairly.
Yeah, fairly.
Yeah.
Like,
He's got disclaimer that fairly. Yeah.
If I can, I would like avoid events. I don't like putting myself out there so much. But you know but I couldn't deny that. Okay, this was like a fortunate base that I had, and I might as well try lah. So then I started doing content seriously beginning of this year, and at first it was like the people who were suggesting the contents I do was just very like talking to the camera and just, you know, like, hey, welcome to Colony, this is our place, blah blah blah, and then that kind of what I call shocks and dairy content.
Yeah.
Well, nobody watches except my mom and my dad, maybe, and my team, you know. But then I realized that I was very unnatural with it. You know, I don't have like that MC charm of
the presenter feel. Yeah.
I don't have that, you know, and so then I thought, okay, let me try to do my own way. And one thing that I always like to do, I'm very nerdy. I always like to read a lot of stuff, and then I go into a whole rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, okay.
Things, you know, and it can be very random one. And so then I thought, okay, what if I just started doing kind of content that was just based on things that I learn every day, but I just take a bit more time to turn it into a reel and then just post it lah. That's how I started from there.
Okay.
And it is very intense. It is like, you know, 3 videos a day. It's crazy lah, right?
Yeah, I know. It's intense.
But I don't feel it so much because right now it's a hobby for me, so I'm enjoying it myself. But the minute I stop enjoying it, then I'll probably stop lah.
Do you edit your own videos?
No, so I have like 5 different freelancers.
Oh,
damn.
okay. No, that
So
makes
you
sense.
just send the video to each freelancer.
So how he got time to have a day job and edit 3 reels a
Okay,
day?
so you record and then you send it to a freelancer to edit.
Yeah, at first I had 1 guy, and then the guy was like, bro, I can't keep up. This is ridiculous, you know. So then I had 2. Then 2 also was like, this is ridiculous, bro. And 3, my first guy literally had a meltdown on me, you know. He was like, you know, you got to slow the fuck down, you know, what's wrong with you, you know. Like at first you started with 1, then 2, then 3, you know.
Yeah.
So then I have like, now I have 4 or 5 of them. But the editing is not too difficult. But
It's pretty straightforward. I think it's just the timing and the cadence.
No, it's cool because he has the beagles and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But the thing that takes a lot of time, I think, is the ideation and then the research and then like fact checking.
You research yourself?
Yeah. So,
That's a lot of work, bro.
Oh yeah. But
How do you have a day job?
yeah.
Because I mean I know what goes through these videos. Because I do it myself. Like we do it for shoes, we do it for shoe reviews, we do it for like like fashion. Sometimes when we want to talk about a certain topic of like this, there's a history of like this particular shoe or a collab, then we have to like dig deeper, and then maybe fact check. This person was like when did this brand launch lah? What happened lah? Then after the next thing you know, before you shoot the video, it's like half a day gone already. Then you shoot the video. Then after that, it takes another 1-2 days for you to edit. So then I'm like, bloody hell, this fella is putting out content. Like it just happened yesterday and it's up already. So like, how long you take you for like research to be done?
So the most difficult part is like thinking of what the idea is, right? And after I come up with that, then it's like, okay, but what's an interesting angle to tackle the idea rather than just reporting news, right? Because reporting news,
everyone can do
right? So then research is made a lot easier because of AI. So you can just ask it to do all this, then you ask it to show all the sources that they're quoting from, and then you just click in. You have to click in to create a check because very often AI actually hallucinates. Quote this stat very confidently, but when you click in, you're like, where the fuck is it?
Yes. Yes. They just pull from the internet, but they don't know whether it's real or not.
You don't know, so you just have to. But the good thing is that you can cross check it. Just like take this stat and then you Google it and say, does it come up? Okay, then it's real.
Yeah.
So all that takes time, and so when I don't have inspiration, I can't do it, but on some days when I have inspiration, I can do like 7-8 videos in like a couple hours. Then
what the fuck?
Yeah.
You can tell he does the videos like that because he's wearing the same thing.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, so I go into a whole like tunnel vision thing, like two hours just in my thing, and I don't know, I find it very fun lah.
Sometimes even in your car while you're driving, you do you record, right?
Yeah.
So then how do you pick which topic you want to talk about? Like for example, I think there are some topics which really do very well because it has a very mass market effect, mass audience effect. Like for example, I think your rain, video on the rain, you did very well. And
I really like the video.
Right, it just so happened that it was raining for the past few days, and like on the second day of the heavy rain, your video uploaded, and it's crazy. Your timing is nuts.
Yeah.
So like, is that something like, wow, rain so much, then you think about it? And then
yes. Actually, that video was shot the day it was published.
What?
Yeah, shot and edited that day. So basically what happened was that the night before, it was raining heavily. And then I was like, oh shit, it's going to rain. And then my kids go to school in Shah Alam. So I was thinking like, oh, maybe you should let them skip school. Morning came, I told them to skip school, right? And there was a bit of flooding here and there. But I was thinking, wow, the rain is so long and so heavy. How are we not flooded?
Correct.
And then I started researching why, And of course, everyone knows smart tunnel here and there, but like, what else, So then I realized all these things are like, wow, shit, damn KL is damn good.
Yeah, actually, like the one of the reasons why I really love this video is because my previous solo show that I did is about KL. And like how, because I had to do a bit of research on how the river works and like why the mosque was built, and why Brickfields is there and all that stuff. So when you said like and I was looking at the comments and people were saying like, after that people like, actually KL doesn't flood that often. Like, you know what I mean? Like like, it makes so much sense because the way how it's built.
DBKL actually commented also.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
Dewan Bandar Kuala Lumpur. Wow.
Oh,
Mengambil langkah berjaga-jaga dan akan terus memastikan keselamatan warga Kuala Lumpur dari ancaman banjir. Then like, jom follow social media kami.
I didn't know that. So. But once in a while, like Anwar will like the videos or some different politicians will like it.
Oh, okay.
But okay, so my, and also the other thing is that it blends that I'm actually very I'm a super proud Malaysian.
Okay.
Proud Malaysian is in like, look, I know all our shortcomings.
That's good.
But I also think that a lot of the things we get right, like flooding, for example, is really underappreciated.
Nobody talks about it, right?
That's so true, bro.
It's so underappreciated, and I think that and so that's why actually I come off very like pro Anwar, because so happens that a lot of my content is very good, like Malaysia is like very proud of Malaysia.
Yeah, you did one video about talking about how he and his government has done well so far.
Right.
Yeah. And then I think I got click in. Obviously, you have to go and click in to see where the tea is, all the comments. Then got some people like, you pro Anwar fella, talk so much, but I think you were being very objective, like, hey, let's evaluate this guy.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that was a very good video. Do you have anything to add on that topic of Anwar and whatever he's done?
Yeah, look, I mean, I always say this, like, Anwar's policies have directly impacted me financially, materially in the past year. Like, my business has been really hit by this SST on landlord rentals. Like, it's very significant. You think about it, we now, as of July,
17 places, right? 18.
It's 18%, right? So we pay 8% rental.
Wow.
Right? So our rental's about 600-700K a month. So that 8% is already like 60,000 a month.
Yes.
That's directly out of our pockets. We can't do shit. And then on top of that, the TNB rates have gone up 14%.
Yep.
Like, it has really hurt my pocket, really. But in the big picture, I see like, actually, it does make sense what he's doing, because he's actually taxing the higher income people like me, blessed to be that, but and passing it down to everyone else, you see.
Yeah.
So I get it. And of course, yes, we can argue about execution and is corruption still there, all these kind of things lah, but it's a principle, I understand it lah.
Yeah. I think overall he's doing what other prime minister didn't want to do, to be unpopular in the short term.
Yeah.
And to fix all the debts that we had, the trillions of debt that we had, and to fix the economy lah.
Yeah.
I mean, the past prime ministers that came in, I mean, okay lah, they have their shortcomings and all, but they all wanted to like just be the good guy to just give out goodies.
Yeah.
They didn't want to fix the problem.
Yeah.
So I think what he's doing, he's trying to like, okay, you don't like me in the short term, but let's see, I'm making long-term changes here that will affect us positively. I hope. I hope.
And actually, if you think about it, Najib actually tried to reduce the deficit too at some point with GST and everything, but then there was so much pressure, right? He also just gave up and just like, okay, I'll spend. So it's very difficult. Like, if I were prime minister today,
it's actually quite a tough position to be at.
It's tough, man, bro.
Especially with Anwar standing right now, and then he's like in a coalition party, right? He needs to make sure every side is like happy. So there's a lot of work on his.
I am. I think you guys know I'm actually on the council in my condo. Yeah, I am actually the secretary in my council, and like just handling a condo.
Yeah, man.
Also pening already,
Yeah.
Like pipe besar, swimming pool bocor, leaking, lift not working, electricity, this lah, that lah. Also headache already. Can you imagine like running the country?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a crazy job lah.
And this is not unique to Malaysia. Every leader, even like Trump and Kamala, both of them, right? I mean, they all talk about the US budget deficit and everything. But even Trump is still spending. It's just so much harder to pull it back.
Yeah, it's a bit hard lah.
It's very hard. You just get voted out a few years later.
Yeah,
likely.
Yeah, but among all these topics that you talk about lah, do you have like a favorite that you really lean towards?
I think like, I like ones where I feel like. Okay, so I think I really like the ones where I can give a voice to people who don't really have that voice. So the flood one is one thing, like DVKL and everything, There's no one really talking for them.
Yeah.
Say that. There's another video I did is about the history of the Malaysian Indians here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was really good, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, that one, right, bro?
My assistant was with me, and he helped me edit that video. And he's Indian also. And we were like, should we do it? We're going to get some flag for it and all that, and I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
And then I scrapped it many times.
Okay.
Then I kept coming back to it because the more I read about the history and all that, I'm like, but I mean, this is our history, And it helps us understand why we are where we are. And so eventually I just told him one day, like, bro, I'm just going to do it lah. I'm going to just, make sure it's not like, I mean, it doesn't touch into particular sensitive topics, but we go into our history.
Yeah.
And that one I think was
that was very well received, I would say. I mean, even a lot of people. That's the one my dad shared to me.
Was it?
Yeah. Because he's also like, because whatever you said also is like based on a particular book that my dad gave me. He was talking about the how the rubber tappers, that the whole working class of people coming into this country, and how it built. So many people forget about it. So it was nice to see you went there, and also yeah.
Are there any topics that you specifically try to stay away from? Because you talk about a lot. I mean, like making 3 posts like a day.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's like you just like. Do you just main langgar everything, or do you still try to tread carefully?
Well, I think in Malaysia, I mean, people always say stay away from the 3 R's.
Yeah.
So, and that's why that video of the Indians was a bit challenging for me, because technically
it was one of the R's.
One of the R's, but but I just wanted I made it in that it told history.
Yeah.
Rather than anything and I didn't want to see like, it's like, okay, so if you notice my content, I always try to stay away from like rage baity content or triggering kind of content.
By the way, that's the word of the year.
Yeah.
Rage bait.
Yeah.
It's the official word of the year.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I read it somewhere today. Yeah.
But if you're social media, you want to get engagement. Yeah, if you want to get engagement, you want to get what, right? It's very easy to just do it by rage baiting.
We were actually like at the podcast festival that we did with Mingyu's podcast. This is one of the topics we spoke about, like how everyone is just gearing towards rage baity stuff, so that it's easier to make it.
Yeah, there's this guy called DMA Islam. Recently, he went on a pod.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Then he say, girls are meant to just be in the kitchen, clean the house, and So honestly, I think that one is pure rage bait lah. That dude is just rage baiting. And he will say stupid stuff like, if you study in mass comm, you gay.
There are certain things that he doesn't really feel in his heart. He's just saying it just to get the engagements.
Yeah, so it's like, it's crazy.
That's it. Actually, like the way also when I look at your videos, right, like you're posting up like, I mean, it can be a personal question I'm asking now, like. Are you like super high functioning? Yeah. Because you do so many things, bro. Because I've also seen you talk about colony and your stuff, and it's like, and then you're doing this. Like, so how, like, I know sometimes like we talk about like, this kind of issues right now is it's no longer a taboo issue. Like last time we were talking like, your high functioning means you need to do this, but like now you can make use of it and use it to your advantage, So how do you go about it?
So I am neurodivergent. I am diagnosed with ADHD.
Okay.
Right. So that's why when I go into something, I'm like,
yeah. So I wanted to ask like how being neurodivergent actually helps to be where you are. I mean, I know it's a spiral. Something it spirals down.
Yeah.
But like seeing how you do it, you're using it to your advantage and to spread a good message as well, And how do you go about it? Yeah.
Like how Kanye say, it's my superpower.
Yeah,
right?
it's just,
Yeah, I think like it definitely has helped me like in this particular role, but also the disadvantages are very clear.
Okay,
like and maybe this is how, and I guess there are certain ways that I've changed my life that try to adapt with it, right? So for example, I'm very bad at if I want to learn, I have to learn myself by reading one. And lead my own learning, but I'm very bad at like attending classes or workshops.
Okay.
I just cannot focus beyond 10 minutes.
Okay.
And I just drop out lah. It is also ADHD also sometimes just comes with depression. I do have depression. I am on antidepressants.
Okay.
Still after 5 years, I've been diagnosed for 5 years.
Yeah, I think you posted about it.
Yeah. So,
right. During COVID, right?
Yeah. But I'm much. They call it remission now. My psychiatrist says I'm not cured, but much better than I was 5 years ago.
Okay.
Can you cure? Can you be fully cured from that thing?
Okay, I think according to my psychiatrist, if you are cured, if like you have like 2 years off meds.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
No incidents. I think lah. Right. So perhaps, but I'm not even having the expectation. For me, I'm just like, as long as I can live and function well.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Are you like comfortable to talk about it? Is
Sure.
is that something you would eventually talk about more on your content?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I do talk about it here and there, as in like I'm open to it. But of course, I don't make it like part of my identity lah.
Yes, correct.
You know,
Yeah.
talking about it lah.
No, I think it's because being in the creative industry, especially like I mean, I know a lot of musicians, artists. I mean, I would say half of the comedians I know, they are all on the spectrum, and some of them are like, you know, they really struggle because they are damn bloody fucking good on stage, and then, but I know if something goes off, I'm gonna ask him like, you didn't take your meds right today. He's like, how you know? I'm like, dude, it's so obvious, you know.
Yeah.
So like they like, I see your videos is like that is like the tool for you to help. Like I know in the comics they go on stage and use comedy as a platform, you know, and sometimes they try to talk about it on stage. It's very hard for them. But like seeing how you manage it and how do you actually kind of wield it, you know, that's what I want to know.
Yeah. I think that one thing I'm very lucky in a way is that I had depression and severe depression, but my depression was I was high functioning, so I wasn't stuck in bed. Like, you know, it's not that I had difficulty getting up. I had difficulty sleeping.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
so and then I could just function. So people couldn't tell because I was just like working and everything. But it's only when the nights come, and I used to dread the nights. When the sun sets, right, I get very I won't even say anxious, but actually scared, you know.
Oh wow.
Because I cannot sleep. And the nights is damn lonely at night. 2, 3 a.m, 4 a.m, the whole house is quiet, asleep, and it's just me and my thoughts there.
Okay.
And so every day now, I'm just, when I can sleep and I wake up in the morning, I'm just grateful that I could sleep. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if I go as far as to say it, turn it into a superpower or anything like that, but it's just, you know, I know that I'm built this way, and I just try to best manage it to get the best outcome.
But I'm sure you have a very good support system as well, I would say.
Yeah. My wife has been very good with that lah.
How do you, in the beginning, obviously you felt something wrong, then you went to see a psychiatrist, or like how? What was the process here?
Actually, I was in denial for a long time.
Yeah.
So
I understand how you feel.
Yeah, so actually, I was, you know, my wife could see like what's wrong with you and everything, and I was like, I would see back then. This is 2020. I was diagnosed, right, which is during COVID that time. So I would see like people posting videos on Instagram and they're having meltdowns, and TikTok say, "Oh, I'm having a meltdown and I got depression or anxiety and all that." And I'm like, that's not me. That's not how I feel. Like when I'm down, I cannot imagine pulling out a phone.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's just not me, you know. And so I'm like, I can't be that. I must be something else, you know. And I think that misled me into what the real symptoms are lah. And then one day I was at the dinner table, and then my wife was just talking to me about it, and I said, you know what? I had a very original thought, which what I thought was an original thought, that actually I'm not depressed. I don't feel sad. What I do feel is just an inability to feel joy.
Wow. Okay.
And I thought that was an original thought. And then she said, that's depression lah. Then I pulled out my phone and I Googled inability to feel joy. And it turns out it's not an original thought. It's exactly that. Griefanders come out on the top of the search link, you know. And then after that, my wife said, then finally I accepted, okay, I should go and see a psychiatrist lah. So I went to see a psychiatrist. And then when I sat down, I said, look, I'm here, but I think I'm fine. I'm functioning. I don't think I'm depressed and everything. And for the 1 hour, she talked to me, and then she said, "Look, I know we just met, but I think you have it lah. You just don't know it." And
Wait, sorry. When you say you inability to feel joy, do you have like an experience?
Yeah.
A specific experience that made you realize?
Yes, you know, like you feel joy, like when you do certain things, you eat food you like, you win certain stuff or what, you know, you feel a dopamine hit and a rush or something like that, right? For me, like I couldn't feel joy, you know, like I couldn't feel the same things that used to make me happy don't anymore. And so I'll go into very extreme things. So, you know, I'll go into drinking, I'll go into like gambling on the stock market back then in the MCO to feel a kick, you know, to feel something, you know.
Wow, okay.
Gambling on the stock market back in COVID, everyone was like just betting, right, on GameStop. I bet on GameStop also, you know, and all this shit lah, right?
Turned out okay, right?
Oh yeah, I managed to get out before it gets out lah. But there are other times that I lost also lah, you know, with stupid things. So, you know, and the big thing for me was when I realized, shit, actually even spending time with my kids didn't give me joy.
Mm.
And that's why I know, how can that be? You know what I mean? What's going on with me? You know, and buying stuff. You know, spending money on stuff doesn't give me joy. So then, and that's when I realized then lah. And then the psychiatrist sat me down, and then she said this, and I said, and that I have it, and I said, I can't believe that. Like, isn't depression just a choice? If I choose to be depressed or not depressed, it's your mental will, right? And she said no. Then I said, okay, then explain to me in scientific terms, because I'm a scientific kind.
Yeah, you need this kind of explanation.
Facts.
This is biological or not? You know, no, I don't want anything fluffy lah. No energy shit or no.
No vibe shit.
No vibe shit lah, right? Okay, just no spiritual shit. Give me
Woo, they call it
biological.
woo. Woo stuff.
And then she said, yes. Basically, there's an imbalance of serotonin in your brain. So your brain, which is functioning like every other organ in your family, is in your body, is actually malfunctioning a little bit. That there's an imbalance of serotonin, which is why you cannot feel joy. And serotonin and dopamine then gives you the motivation to do things, because if you don't feel the joy from doing anything, texting, opening your TikTok or whatever stuff, right, then you won't, or working or anything, you won't feel any motivation to get up. Right? And then when she explained that, I went home and I researched everything like the way I do now. And then only I accepted, okay, fine.
Wow.
This is real. And you know the interesting study I found? So interesting. So they had a mouse, right? And then they put food in front of the mouse. Then in one experiment, they extracted the serotonin and the dopamine from the mouse's brain.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
And the mouse just stayed there. And the food was right in front of him, right? But he had no will or motivation to go and get the food.
To go eat.
Yeah.
He just starved to death.
Yeah.
And that's why you can see people with depression can be so hard to get out of bed.
Yes.
Because when you lack that dopamine as part of your functioning brain.
So then I would say you had to wheel yourself out of the bed.
Yeah, for me, I was fortunate because I was high functioning.
You had like your high functioning, meaning in the sense that it was sheer like, I have responsibilities and duties.
Yeah.
Therefore, I need to go out and do this.
Yeah, or the more distracted I am, like I feel better when I'm distracted.
Yeah.
You know, but then at the end of it, when it's idle time, then it's just like really bad lah.
I think most of my friends are like that. They need to be distracted.
Yeah.
They need to be like, I need to do something. And then the moment they go back, I call them, they're like, dude, you okay not? Like, and then like, no, I'm not. And then just hang up, like, you know. So I'm just have to check on them.
So in your case, your doctor say you need to like 2 years off meds, then you are considered okay lah.
Yeah. So I'm still on meds now, but I'm on the lowest dosage.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So
how do you test to see whether you have dopamine? Everything's like okay again. Is there a test, or is there like something to do to find out that you're okay?
I'm sure there's a medical test you could do, but I don't think you need to do it. I think it's like if you find that, I think if you just you can feel.
You know what I asked, not like the doctor needs to like give you like some sort of like end goal here, or like maybe something that you used to do and you don't feel joy, then now maybe you feel joy in it. You know, like there's a before and after.
Like a target,
like for example, you go see weight loss program. There's the before and after
what's
picture,
your target
right?
weight?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that the same?
I think it's just you just need to. For me lah, at least it's just I feel normal.
Okay.
And you can tell the distinct difference when you've been there and when you're normal.
I think most people, especially psychiatrists or like counselors, aim people to get to that normalcy. But it's
very hard, you know. Like why I say it's hard is because like don't know whether you know this, but my wife passed away last year from cancer, and like the first 2 months is like it felt normal just to stay in bed and don't go out. You know, like it's just normal. You're supposed to feel this sad. You're supposed to feel this grief. You're supposed to like just don't do anything.
Yeah.
Right. And then I just told myself, okay lah, you know, like will yourself. Like why I asked that question is like, I will. Okay, I have a business run. There's a lot of people that depend on me. I need to get back out. You know, I have 2 daughters. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. And like same like you just said something. Isn't it a decision whether or not you decide you're depressed or not. So I just told myself like you just have to decide like you want to be here. If you want to be here, then do your best lah. Do to the best of your ability lah. If not, don't be here lah. Just check out lah. So that was my thought process. So when you're like relaying this to me, also like, like that's why I'm asking you. Like, is there like a way to find out that you are okay again? Is there a test, or like how will you know whether you're okay?
I don't know.
You understand my question?
Yeah. I don't know for other people. But I guess for me, my benchmark is like how I felt like 5 years ago at my worst. But everything really felt like very grey lah, and just heavy, and life really felt like I was looking it through a lens of like greyness. And then then there's also a very big collapse of self-worth.
Yeah.
Like you feel like, fuck, I'm just not worth it lah, and all that. And then you have a negative thoughts that just
spiral down.
just beat you up every time.
Yeah.
In your mind. So as long as I don't have that, I feel like I'm better.
Yeah. So I actually thought about this. How I explain this to someone who asked me the same thing. I think once I posted more about grief, the dealing with death and all that, right? I get a lot of people coming up to me and talking to me, and I just told them like, okay, there is our thoughts, right? It's like a stream, a river. There's no way to stop this river one, right? How do you stop a river? You cannot, right? So you're at the side of this river. You're on the river bank, and the thoughts just keep going by. So a lot of things flow by. Fish, rubbish, stone, whatever lah, flows by, rocks. And what I think about is, if I dwell on that bad thought, it's as though I'm picking rubbish up from the river, and I'm dwelling on that rubbish. Next thing you know, if you keep thinking about all this bad stuff, you keep dwelling on it, and you like this thought pass by, and you pick it up and put it in your riverbank. Eventually, your riverbank will be full of rubbish, and it's just a bad place lah. But if let's say you're picking fish, or beautiful things, or you drink water to nourish yourself, then your mind will be better. So that's the way I explain to someone lah. That's how I picture it to be. So sometimes I go into the spirals one, and like you were talking about, and I relate a lot, and I go through it, and I'm just like, fuck, life's not worth living. This is stupid. Business bad. Fucked up already. I don't want to be here. Then it's like you go because you're picking all this rubbish up. Then I just need to stop myself. Like, hey, okay, you need to stop doing this, because your riverbank's filling up already. It's time for you to stop this. You're like, okay, you need to snap yourself out. And I think for me, having that visualization of picking rubbish up from the river and putting on your riverbank helped me a lot to like realize that, okay, you're in a spiral. If you continue, your riverbank's going to be full of rubbish. So you need to stop doing it. So yeah, that helps me. I don't know whether you feel the same way, or the analogy works or not.
Yeah, I think it totally makes sense. I think, and this is something that reminds me of something my wife told me recently. She said that sometimes the cure to anxiety is gratitude. Which is like, okay, when you're like, oh shit, like, oh, my business is so bad and everything, but I still have a business. You know what I mean? It's still not dead yet. I'm not in debt. You know what I mean?
I remember about business. I think I have a business partner he used to be my boss. So I actually work in a retail outlet called Showroom, their skate shop. And then the bosses gave me a chance to like, hey, I'll invest in you. We start business together. So from being their worker, I'm now their partners. And there was this one time during COVID, we were thinking, we cannot do events. Sneakerlahtv is all about events, right? And we can't do events for 2 years. And then we were just on the verge of like closing down everything. And then he just told me, at the end of the day, it's just money, one. It's just money. You still have a life. You still have kids. Your life can still go on, one. It's just money. You can go and find money elsewhere. But you cannot find kids. You cannot find your wife. Just live life. You can just close it down. At the worst case scenario, you maybe just look bad among your peers, or you lost your job, or you lost your business. maybe 2 months, 3 months. After that, everyone life moves on. What? So that's something he told me, and it really changed my perspective on business. Like at the end of the day, we didn't have this business to begin with, right? We started it. Yeah, we can lose it and start again. What? So sometimes we hold on to it too tight, and then we're like, oh, cannot let go. And then we think that this is a life and death, but actually it's just money. We can lose everything. Okay, we can downsize our life. This is something that we have a conversation about during COVID lah. And then just at the nick of time, we had when we were having that conversation, maybe a month later, a Korean investor came. Hey, I want to buy sneakerlahtv. Yeah, so very, very blessed lah. That topic. We were very ready to like just let go of everything already. Just close down. Everyone, you guys can go back. Sorry, the company has got to close. We got no money already. Then the Korean investor came. We want to buy. Then we were like, wow. Eventually, ding dong. 1 year later, they invested. They bought 20% of us for 8 million. So it's 40 million. Valuation. Yeah, pretty decent numbers. I would say for a company that was going to go bankrupt.
Yeah. Of course,
it was pretty. It's godsend lah. Yeah. So I don't know whether that you agree with that kind of like thinking. It's like it's just money.
I think that like the most underrated thing about money is that it's meant to give you freedom.
Yeah.
You know, it's like freedom of choice. You can quit this job if you want to. You can eat this if you feel like it. You know, it gives you that freedom. And so the minute that money starts chaining you to things that you don't want to do, then it's not worth it anymore. Because the one thing that is meant to give you is gone.
Wow. We should clip that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm a bit like, whoa.
I like how there's like a moment of silence after that.
Yeah.
And you see all the time, like you have like investment bankers in Hong Kong last time during the days and everything. They're driving Porsches, you know, they're living the best life, and they fucking hate their jobs, hate their boss and everything, but they still freaking do it because it just pays so well. I can't get a job that pays better, and I suffer first for my future.
Yeah.
But the truth is that actually because of lifestyle creep, because they're getting those Porsches, they're living in better apartments and everything, right? You never become free.
Yeah. It's also, I think, I feel like it's I mean, I might be wrong here, but it's also a very Chinese mentality. Like suffer first, enjoy later.
Yeah.
But the problem is the suffering just continues.
Suffering never stops.
Yeah.
And the enjoyment is like, okay lah, I will enjoy one.
Yeah.
But I still need to suffer first. But they already collect so much, like, I need to suffer just a bit more, you know?
Yeah.
And the cycle just continues, you know.
The sad one is like they keep telling themselves, I'll suffer, and then when they reach like 60 something, then they still like, a little bit more, a little bit more. Then the saddest part is like they become sick, and they can't enjoy.
I know of people like that.
That's the saddest part lah. Like,
so it's quite crazy. Yeah.
So what do you think is like this whole content thing? Like, where do you think you're gonna go? What do you see yourself doing?
So for me, honestly, I do think that it's, you know, I'm swimming, but I don't have control of the current. There is no, I don't even get to decide where I go.
Really?
Yeah, because we have no power one, you know. Content creators today, right, is different from 10 years ago. Today, right, our followers actually mean nothing. It's just a vanity metric. Because you can see people with 500,000 followers and their reels maybe get 10,000, 20,000 views. That means, right, that the algorithm is not even pushing their content to their own followers because they've deemed them irrelevant. You know, and someday that time will come for me too. You know, so for me, it's just like I just swim in it and then I just deal with it and everything. But I make a very conscious reminder every day not to
get too married to this thing.
Make it my identity. Get used to this.
I think a lot of people how just now you used the word like how the algorithm is not pushing their content out, right? So I feel like nowadays a lot of creators are working for the algorithm.
Yeah.
They're not letting the algorithm work for them.
Yes.
they're like no, we need to work for the algorithm.
Yes.
And it's a very vicious cycle because like
They're changing their content.
Yeah, I was talking to my girlfriend about it as well, and she was very open. She said like, she's like, you posting unwanted stuff, you know. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, no, last time you post some videos about your comedy and all that, but then in between you post some random shit like your crowd work stuff. Like, why are you posting that? It's because like you want to work for the algorithm or you want to just do it. I didn't get it, no, bro. Then I'm like, then I go look back. I'm like, I don't know if you noticed a few months ago, I was just like non-stop
posting.
Yeah, and I'm like, then she just messaged me like, hey, this is not you. Like, I think people know who you are. Don't have to worry about it. Just make sure that you do what you want to, because you'll get you're lost in the sauce lah. You're working for the algorithm, you know. Yeah, and that's going to be hard, you know. But like what you have in mind, which is like, okay, I'll just go with the flow and then swim with the current and see where it goes. Yeah, it's kind of a more bigger approach, because like you said, it makes you one day, second day it might break you, you know. Yeah, you never know. Yeah,
and when it comes, right, I tell you, it can be very bad for mental health. When you see that collapse,
yes.
And you like, and it's very obvious not just to you but to everyone that you're just not getting out there anymore, and there's no mode in whatever we do. So if I told someone this, to say, yeah, but people know you, right, as your brand or something. What value in a brand is there if I don't show up on people's For You page anymore?
Yeah,
wow.
They will eventually forget.
Yeah,
and you'll forget faster than you think.
Yeah.
You know? So and I remember I was just sitting on this table with a number of influencers, and there's this guy, he's about early 30s lah. And he's doing well, really popular. And he was like, I got this client, and I just told the client, you want this? This is the way I want to do it, or fuck off lah, you know. And that's it, you know.
Wow,
that kind of thing. And because he was like riding high, you know. Now I didn't tell him then, but in my mind I was thinking like, bro, I've seen this before.
I've seen this cycle many times.
Versions of you before.
Yeah.
One day you don't have to tell the clients to fuck off because they won't even come.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
So whenever like a client or agency or whatever reaches out to me, I'm always like, thank you for even proposing me. You know, I really appreciate it. And you have to understand, these agencies, some of them are like fresh grads and everything. And they're like maybe earning 3,000-4,000 ringgit, I think. And then they're quoting you for like videos that are 10, 20, 30,000 in the package deals, whatever shit, you know. To them it's like, what the fuck? You know? So we cannot afford to be no influencer lah, or no creator has, no matter how many followers you have, right? We cannot afford to be arrogant lah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we don't own shit.
Yeah, you are replaceable. There's always someone else.
Yeah.
New,
if you're a business owner, if you own 99 Speedmart, you can be arrogant lah, because hey shit, your moat is damn fucking big, you know. Not anyone can just throw you off, you know.
Yeah. Of course.
Not saying that he is. I don't know him lah, right? But he could if he wanted to.
Yeah. I don't need this. I don't need this. You know.
But nobody else. Regardless of your followers.
Has any brand approached you to do paid jobs?
Yeah. Okay, it's a lot lah. Really a lot.
For sure, a lot lah. I mean, like
fella doing 3 posts a day. Brand's dream.
Really a lot lah. Really a lot. So I mean, I only started taking maybe 3 months ago. Because before I was just like working on my content and all that. And I've been very blessed lah. But I also know that shit is not gonna last, man.
But do you pick and choose as well? Do you pick and choose?
Yeah. Of course.
You have to, right? Like,
Yeah. But some is like, some is like, if I don't really like the product, then
yeah. But do you take it often? Because I think I noticed some of your reels. I think the one thing that like strikes me is like, not a lot of advertisement, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't really see it that often. Is it just because you have so much content?
Yeah,
that
it's because
it just
there's
gets
so
gum?
much. It's because there's so much. Because if you think about it, like 4 content a day, so you're looking at times 7 is 28.
28.
Week,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You know. So even if I put in like 3 ads a week or 4 ads a week, you know, you won't notice it that much. Huh?
Correct. Yeah.
So would you say your account blew up this year?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like 100K followers in this year alone.
Yeah.
How long?
Did you set a benchmark for yourself?
No.
You just chill only lah. Like you
just whatever lor. You know, like.
So your team agrees with this strategy now, because they wanted you to do like those kind of founder videos, right? But then you're doing this. So I guess it's working lah, right? Your team must be like, okay lah, let's just double down on this lah.
Yeah. But to be fair, like my team actually was just me and my assistant at the point in time. You know, and even like right now,
the guy that had a meltdown.
the guy who had a burnout lah. So it's just us lah, you know. and also I've asked him to take a break from all this because he also get burnt out at the rate. So now he does less of my editing work and more of just my other.
How long have you been posting this consistent?
4 months, 5 months.
Oh, okay.
I noticed beginning of this year you did one video, and then that kind of blew up. I noticed it was like,
for me,
were you in your car? I think I can't remember which content, but I remember you were in your car.
6 months in a row. I remember the last 6 months.
Yeah, and then then I was like, oh damn, Tim Tiah is back. Then but then after that you just went bad shit crazy lah. You know, like so many, and like it's beautiful. So it just goes to show that it's not just, you're not just doing quality, you're doing quantity as well. So you're doing both, which is not easy.
This is also, what you're doing is also like, I remember when I'm a huge, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a huge Gary Vee fan. And like, not now, no longer as much as I used to listen to him. This was one of his strategies. He said like, the platform is there, man. It's fucking free. Why y'all not posting shit? Like, he just like, because his team, like, bro, like same, like they post like 6 to 7 videos across different platforms. Like almost every day. And like, just to get that whole, thing going on, Then I was also listening to that. Simon Squeeb. The guy that asked like what
the one who gives the money.
No, do you have a dream? Do you have a dream?
Invest in dreams.
He's the same, like, like before, and he just said like, no, it's the platform is there, and this is what I want to do, and I'm just gonna post it every day. I'll post like 4 or 5, So and the also same. He posts across all the platforms as well,
Do you get in trouble often?
Sorry?
Do you get in trouble often?
In trouble?
Yeah, just because there's so much post. Like, if it was me, if I was making like, I think just because if it was me, I would be talking about streetwear and all that, because that's my main thing, right? If I'm making like 3 streetwear posts a day, 100% I'll at least be like stepping on the wrong toes at least 3 times a week.
Because you're giving opinions also, right? At the same time.
But I feel that the more you do that, right? It trains the audience like, okay, this is what Hans is doing now. It will take time one.
This is what he's thinking.
Yeah, because I have a feeling like, you said like you started doing like what 4 or 5 months in, right? For sure it was hard at the first time, like, okay, and then your assistant had a meltdown. But like, hey, like,
you don't have to keep repeating that though.
I like it, like, like, but it's interesting because like you kind of found like what you really enjoy doing. I think that helps if you want to put out content, because what Tim said is like, firstly, he's proud. You're proud Malaysian, and you love going into the whole rabbit hole thing. So it works hand in hand.
But the scary part is the algorithm will bring it to people who don't know him.
And that's fine.
So to those people, those are the people that are going to be the most volatile. Those are the people that I don't know who this guy is, but I don't agree with what he's saying. I'm just going to comment like, you bodoh lah kau.
I think I saw the video about your Hong Kong the fires one. That bamboo.
The bamboo one. I saw that. You replied to someone who like kacau you or something.
No, I get that all the time. Every other video.
You have to deal with it,
So I think the first thing, the way I deal with it is like, number one, I accept, and I openly tell, look, I get things wrong all the time.
Correct.
Sometimes I miss a perspective. I don't see, and then sometimes a good way to neutralize it is just like, oh yeah, actually you're right. I missed.
And then immediately,
my bad.
But sometimes you just can't argue that. You just have to,
you can't win lah.
Can't win.
That's the problem.
Speaking of this, you said sometimes it's just admit lah. You said you fucked up, right? Are you on Threads recently? Like yesterday?
Yeah.
Do you know what's the latest story?
No, what's the latest?
There's this guy called Archnivers.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
He called out Christy Ng.
Yeah, okay.
Call who?
He called out Christy Ng.
Oh,
there's this guy called Archnivers, and he's been talking about mass layoffs, talking about all sorts of different companies.
Okay.
And then he did one about like, Cairo Aming is very good.
Oh yeah.
Right. And then there's one about Christy Ng. So he actually did like talking about mass layoff, talking about all sorts of different things, and then after that talk, then talk about Christy Ng.
Okay.
And then he says like, Christy Ng, behind the brand or behind the founder that came from nothing now, blah blah blah. Then felt very personal in some sense when I read that thing.
Okay.
Then he called out lah, call. Then eventually, Christy Ng came out with a statement saying that it's actually this guy, Vignesh, who applied for a job for Christy Ng. And
oh, okay, now I know this
you
one.
remember this?
Yes.
So then he was harassing her and her team because they didn't get back to him on his application.
Okay.
Well, I mean, come on lah. If you apply for a job, you never get an answer for a month. Move on lah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah lah.
But he constantly like send email in Chinese, send email in Tamil, send email in Malay, and like
That's harassment.
Yeah, send all sorts of like funny things just to get her to reply.
Okay.
And then she says, "I know it's you. Please stop harassing me and my team." Blah 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 blah. And then recently, so when he said it's him, this Archniverse guy came out and said, I'm not Vignesh.
Oh.
He denied. He said this account has nothing to do with Vignesh. Who is this Vignesh guy? Then he went silent for half a month. Then yesterday he uploaded.
He's back.
He's back and he kena lawyer letter from
Christie's management,
demanding that he cease and desist and also pay her 1 million ringgit. And he admits that he is actually Vignesh.
Wow.
Yeah. So and then he's asking for GoFundMe for people to pay him so that he can fight this case.
Why?
So in my mind, you said something like, say sorry, right? Yeah, actually he should just admit it's him.
Yeah.
From the get-go.
Yeah.
Maybe people will still help you and give you a GoFundMe, some GoFundMe money. But I feel like now, in the beginning, you already denied and you already say it's not you and you like try to lie all your way. I think people lose trust already lah. So I feel like sometimes online, sorry, very long-winded point here. Sometimes online is not about, you know, like, oh, I'm trying to secure my digital identity and all that. Sometimes just say sorry is the best.
Yeah.
The moment you say sorry, right, everything diffused. And it doesn't make you look bad. It just makes you look like you're somebody who can...
You just take the higher ground lah. That's
It's
all
not
lah.
higher ground. Like,
I mean,
you can understand somebody else's point and
that's all
change
lah.
your point.
You just like, okay lah, I'll go with it lah, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that's so much. Like nowadays, right, everyone just wants to win. This is my opinion. I don't care what your opinion is. And if your opinion is different from me, you're wrong.
I specifically know one person in my scene like that lah. So
Yeah, so I feel like it's a breath of fresh air lah. If you go online and just say, hey, I fucked up. You know, I don't really know the whole thing, but thank you for pointing out. Yeah, so now I'm educated on this issue more. Yeah,
It takes a lot to admit that you fucked up.
it takes a lot to admit also. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, long-winded answer, but yeah, maybe you can go back and do a video on this thing that's happening, and maybe like talk about how I think some people need to be educated on what is defamation and what is not defamation when you are like doing content like that. So his entire page is about calling people out. So it's very dangerous.
also, why got a lot of time, y'all? I don't.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, so this is it's very small from here. Can't really see, but yeah, you can go back.
Okay, my maybe I want to move along and then ask.
Yeah, you see, he sent
Oh my
email
God.
in Tamil.
Yeah.
Then he sent like what? You go back to that Snoop Globe Snavu.
My God.
Yeah, so he just sent some random email like that just to get her to reply, but she didn't reply lah, of course.
This guy needs help lah.
But yeah, anyways.
Yeah. He needs a Ganesh in his life.
Your actions have consequences lah.
No,
Yeah, even if it's digital, right?
The other thing I wanted to ask you, Tim, is like, because we know that how you started Nafnak and being from there, now you're in this space, and then now you have your other business so what made you actually get into having like co-working spaces? Because it's, you know, was property something that you really were into, or what was the need to start a co-working space? Because it's pretty exclusive as well.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit more different than the WeWorks and like, you know, all those places.
Yeah, let's talk about the co-working space.
I was duped into it lah, actually.
Damn. That's the way to start. God damn. Basically, I got scammed.
I got scammed. Okay.
I really got scared.
Basically, I didn't want to do it.
Okay, this is gonna be an interesting one. Let's go. Let's go, team.
No, the way I word it, like, I want to hear something in Spanish, like, man, I got to do it.
Sebenarnya aku tak nak buat.
Okay.
I really got duped into it lah. So I was leaving my previous company, Naftang, where at a point in time, and then I was looking to do something new, right? Then the first co-working space I went to visit was in Jakarta, and one of my friends, he started a co-working space called EV Hive, which is this guy is like a VC, like East Ventures, and then they did this co-working thing, and then he was just telling me, he gave me a tour of it.
Okay.
He was telling me about this whole concept, how WeWork is big in the US, and now like a lot of people are trying to start these co-working spaces to sell to WeWork.
Okay.
That was their whole plan, and
Okay.
yeah, and then I thought about it, and okay, it hasn't really come in Malaysia. There was small ones in Malaysia, but not big. But I went to Singapore, where it was thriving already.
Yeah. The Singapore market for the co-working space was huge at the time, right?
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
visited like 6 spaces in one day.
Yeah.
And I remember they're all very nice. And one thing I noticed about them is like they're all like very full. 90% full.
Yeah.
And so, after you finish the visit, I just do a back of the envelope calculation, right? They have how many seats? They are 90% full. This is probably the rental they're paying. Blah, 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 blah. Wow, shit, they're making so much money. So I was like, wow, this is a gold mine. So then I decided to start it in KL also, lah,
Yeah.
And by chance, I started like a more higher end one.
Yeah.
Which ultimately saved us in the end.
Okay.
By chance, right? Because what happens is that the co-working space product got very, very saturated, very competitive. Everyone was in the middle tier.
Because there was so many, bro, at one time. Yeah.
So
even now, yeah.
So we were the only ones that stood out just because we went for this other segment, lah.
Yeah.
But still, I started this business, and then I realized 2 years later on, I looked at the financials of those co-working spaces I visited in Singapore that were all full. Every one of them was losing money.
Oh.
And then I realized, what the hell? And by then, I already knew why, because I was already balls deep into this business already. So the first thing is that you can be full, but it doesn't mean jack shit if you're selling below your rate card rates, which everyone was because of competition.
Because everyone's just giving out prices lah.
Potong harga.
Yeah.
Everybody's just throwing prices. Number 2 is that we don't account for customer acquisition cost, that it's going to be that high.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
I thought you spend $1.5 million a year, right?
Yeah.
That's a very high customer acquisition cost. So when you take all that in, shit, man, it's a very, very tough business.
Yeah.
Could you pull it up? Sorry? Could you pull up his co-working space?
Colony.
Yeah. So it's a very, very tough business, and it's a business where the return on investment, right, is damn long.
Yeah. So it's like really long game lah.
Very long game.
Yeah.
So Colony, we do a bit better margins wise because we have high margins because we're luxury product and event space, but that's really by chance lah.
Okay.
And then we do event spaces and all that. But honestly, it's like really tough business. And when people tell me they want to do co-working space, I said there's just so many other better businesses to do, and this is one of the worst ones.
Understand. Yeah.
Okay, so now you've with that statement, what would you invest in now?
Okay, so you know what's so funny, right? I was before I started this.
Oh, you opened. Wait, sorry. You opened one in the Met.
Yeah, the Met.
Yeah. He has one in the Met and also
in my house. Yeah.
another one near.
We have an event space there, the glass box also. That's us.
Oh, that's where Hari did his show.
Yes, that's ours. That's us. We work with Hari for that.
No wonder. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you know questions they always ask in like a podcast, or like let's say you have to reset. No influence, no social media, no nothing. Or, start from scratch. What will you be doing now today?
Okay, I think that. Okay, so 5 years ago, before I started, this is 2017, before I started this, right, I was thinking of like what kind of business to start again. Actually, after I left my previous company, I was really open to just working for people, and I don't feel like I have to be
boss.
Yeah, I don't mind working for people, and I don't care. Just that I realized that being an entrepreneur for so long, right, I was a jack of all trades, master of none. So who will hire me for what? I also don't know. So then eventually I just said, okay, start something new. And I was actually very interested in green energy.
Oh, wow.
Save the world and all that stuff. But I realized that, and I was very interested in solar. But I realized that in solar I cannot because to do solar farms and everything is very regulated. You need
everyone's so many approvals,
licenses and stuff like that. So then the only solar business I could go into is solar installers. installs for your factory, like what these people do lah. But I didn't want to go into that because I thought, oh shit, there's no moat. Everybody can do it. It's just a contractor business.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyone can do it, right? But you know what? I should have done that business because from 2020 onwards, right, the government put like crazy great incentives to support the solar industry here. All the solar companies, you see how many listed IPOs in the past 1 year, right? They're all doing super well. You know, now the incentives have stopped since July this year, but they're coming back again hopefully next year in January . But you know, you want to be an industry where you don't have to be the best and you can still make money. You know, where and solar, at least at one point, was like everybody I talked to in solar, it can be a small, big, medium player, right? Everyone's like, yeah, shit, nobody told me they're losing money. Right? So either everybody there is damn bloody good, or it's just the best industry to be in at that point in time. I don't know.
Okay. How about now? Like in this current landscape, well, what would current Tim Tiah be doing if he didn't have Colony? Like start over. Like okay, we work come in again. I buy off Colony for like millions and millions, and then you start again.
I guess what I would love to do is actually just
just chill.
Invest in companies.
Okay.
Like, you know, have a small fund or something. Then I really like understanding businesses
or building
also
like
the competitive edge. You know, look at like data numbers, margin, everything, and then just making investment and keeping for a long time.
Yep.
And seeing these things grow. And I feel like I could be good investing, but I'm very bad in stock market investing because of one thing. I'm very good at analyzing the company. Whether this is a good buy or not. I'm very bad at the emotional resilience needed to hold the stock over a long period of time.
Yeah.
So I don't panic sell, but I take profit way too early.
Oh, okay.
All the freaking time. I had Meta at like $100. I had like, and now it's like $600. I had like Robinhood at $15. I sold at $38. I thought I was a genius, but now it's like 120 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Bro, it's like, you know, I just don't have the thing. I have that thing that, oh shit, I tell. Where actually, so my solution to that, I think, is that I should invest in like illiquid companies that I cannot exit one. I'm just stuck in there for a long period of time. And then at some point, maybe my IPO in like 10 years later, and oh shit, suddenly it's 100x.
Wow, okay.
Like TNB. Yeah. Power is one of the best things to invest in.
Can we talk about fashion? Because I've been looking at his shoes. Now he's got the Silicon Valley shoes. He's got a tech startup on running.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Like, whoa.
I think that's the first in our podcast with this pair.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay. So I have a story with this.
You are the first one actually wearing this. I have no one has worn this.
I used to be very cheap with clothes.
I just saw your video about clothes. Yeah.
Very cheap with that. 1.5 years ago, I'll just buy all the. Okay, so I don't like designer clothes. They don't represent me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wear this because nobody knows what this is.
Yeah.
You guys know because you guys streetwear, right? But nobody else know what FR is. You know.
Yeah.
I like the brand. It's damn stupid and cute, lah, right? But and it's not overly priced.
Yeah.
It's not like Off-White or something.
It's
like that,
not bad.
Yeah. So I used to buy all the cheap stuff. I wear Levi's jeans and all that. Then after that, my wife kind of told me and said, "Hey, you know, can you please start buying some better quality stuff because your things fade and just buy very quickly."
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and then she would, and so she would buy me like even vintage Supreme.
Wow.
Totally out already, right? It's not cool anymore, right?
No lah, still is.
I mean, it's not as like crazy. It's still cool, yeah, you know.
So your wife is the one buying.
Yeah, no. So she bought me that one vintage Supreme, and
you wore during one of your videos.
Huh?
I think you wore it during one of your videos, right? I saw that t-shirt. I was like, the fuck, man, Tim Tiah is wearing Supremes way. I was like, meletup way. I was like, what? Okay.
No, very cheap one. It's like maybe she spent like 200 ringgit on it or something like that.
Yeah, because right now they're not so hype anymore. It's the best time. It's the best time to buy
Supreme. Yeah, actually, yeah.
I saw the video of you buying at Uniqlo, buying like 48 pieces of clothing.
Oh yeah. That was winter stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for like kids. So for me, like I always just used to wear this kind of like cheaper stuff. I love Uniqlo, right? But then my wife told me to just go better quality stuff. So I kind of like so I started wearing joggers. So these Lululemon ones I like because they last.
Lululemon.
Yeah, and then these shoes actually. So okay, I used to be so cheap with shoes. I would buy from Shopee and Lazada.
Oh god damn!
Yeah, like just the basic Nikes, and I'm pretty sure they're fake because they're only 100 ringgit. Right?
Wow.
140 ringgit. Until my friends would tell me like, the hell, are you that poor that you can buy fake Nikes? You know?
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so I would just like buy the cheapest shit lah.
Yeah.
Finally, now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy things that are on sale, like decent price, but not too expensive lah. Yeah.
So On Running was on sale?
Oh, this one was on sale. It's only like, if you see me wear a designer brand, it's always on sale, or I got sponsored.
Beautiful. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah. I never
love
buy.
How much was this?
350 maybe.
Oh, it's not bad for On Running.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Roger.
Yeah,
I think this is a Roger, right?
But this is not the running shoes.
Yeah,
It's not. This is the tennis one.
No, that's what makes it even more fascinating because it's like you would see people wear the running shoes.
Yeah.
This is
that's
the
one.
People wear the Cloudburst and all that stuff. People wouldn't really go for these. That's why I was just like looking at them. Like, oh, that's a fascinating choice.
Yeah. And my wife would say I'm damn stupid because I would buy those 150 ringgit fake Nikes and then I would go running. And she say, you know,
Don't, bro, please.
your knees, you know.
Please.
You're damn stupid.
Don't do that. Yes.
Never mind. It's okay. I know your shoe size already. Next time got a shoe company looking for influencer, I'll propose Tim Tiah.
Because look at that. Original price of this is $830.
Actually, it looks very nice.
So you got it for 350 means
Something like that.
you not bad lah. You damn power way.
Yeah. I did manage to get it. Yeah, I definitely won't pay 800 ringgit for a non-running shoe. Even running shoes, I wouldn't pay 800 ringgit lah. It's a bit steep lah.
So it's like a Silicon Valley tech startup.
You do look like a Silicon Valley guy.
Yeah.
You do look like it.
But you're the only ones who I've met that know
What you're wearing?
Rabbits, yeah.
Oh,
everyone else I go out, it's like they don't know what's this. And then some of them say
Can
the
you just
rabbit.
pull up?
Huh?
No, we just
Fucking
want to show
rabbits.
just want to show the.
With the Adidas socks. Wow.
Yeah, and some of them, I have some shirts very cute. I've got one shirt is damn cute lah. But you know, I sometimes I'm a bit scared to wear because
the rabbits are fucking.
the rabbits are fucking.
Yeah.
I always say they're hugging. You know?
Your kids got ask
Huh?
Daddy, what is this?
Totally know what it is lah.
They know what is it Wow.
So FR2 is a Japanese brand. Fucking rabbit.
So the history of this brand very interesting. Actually, this guy, he's a photographer in Japan, and he photographs erotic pictures lah.
Yeah.
So from there, he started this brand, and that's why it has this element of erotic, sexual stuff. So he wanted a brand that speaks about his
Identity lah, his style lah.
as a photographer lah. So and mana tahu it blew up, man.
Yeah.
They had collabs with all sorts of different famous brands last
Aku
time.
ingat lagi pasal
That's their famous one, the Tenga one.
Yeah,
the most famous.
So this thing, and also I think they did collabs with damn lot of people, right?
Yeah. They did a collab with was Nerd Unit one? No?
Yeah, I think the unit was
Was it
one of it.
Malaysian brand?
Malaysian brand as well.
Because Nerd Unit is very big in Japan as well.
Yeah.
So the thing about FR2, one of the things that makes it very accessible is the fact that it is priced quite similar to A8, which is the lower bathing ape.
Yeah.
So it's like in terms of t-shirts, probably like what, 200 ringgit or lesser kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So it is a lot more accessible for an international streetwear brand. But also I own a pair of FR2 joggers. The most surprising thing, tak ada pocket tu. Kau pernah pakai joggers tak ada pocket tak? Aku beli time tu murah
itu
tau.
gila weh.
Aku beli dekat Singapore Surrender kan.
Yeah.
And then I wore it because like 100 something ringgit. It's not bad untuk joggers kan. Aku mana pocket dia sih.
You make your own pocket lah.
So when do you start getting into these kind of brands?
Okay, so my dressing used to be detestable. My wife. bro, I used to just wear Levi's jeans and polo tee, bro. Typical middle-aged man, you know. And then my wife is like, "Come on, fuck lah," you know what I mean? Like, can you just?
So how do you score your wife? How do you score her? What was the love story like?
I just love bombed her lah. I think, you know, honestly, like, I met her through another blogger back then, Kenny Sia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Wow, I've heard that name in a while. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Officially we are old lah.
Oh damn.
He does very well now, you know.
Yeah.
What's he doing now?
You know his family. Okay, I don't know. I guess it's public, but his family owns Everrise, which was bought over.
Yes.
It's a supermarket chain
in East Malaysia.
bought for I heard a couple 100 million or something like that. So he's got like a few money lah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kenny. you're so rich, just come back and just start blogging again. Just bring back the old gang.
For the love of the game.
Team is already back in the game. So like Kenny, if you're watching this, come back, man. Just start doing something lah.
I haven't heard that name for damn long.
Sorry. Continue.
So I met her and then I just I was doing nothing and I hired her as a blogger and I like her because she's very funny. I'm attracted to girls with a sense of humor. You know, and so one way or another we just clicked, we become friends, and I mean the best decision of my life, get married to her.
Damn, nice.
But you're missing out the part where how do you score? How do you score her?
That's when the high functioning part came in handy, is it?
Yeah, man. Like teacher sensei, how?
You know okay, so I was really lucky. Okay, because I bet at that time,
like he's accessing his database. Like he's pulling out all the.
Muka dia mega sikit, okay.
Okay. So I don't know how to say this but you know I grew up. I'm very nerdy when I grew up, man.
Okay.
Right, and in college, in school and everything, girls didn't really pay attention to me, man. You know, because I'm just very freaking nerdy,
Okay.
I dress also like a nerd, you know. And then when I came out and I started like doing nothing and everything, then okay, it was I was doing relatively okay, you know, and given my age there, and then I had a little bit of disposable income, so I would go and like love bomb my wife. I would go and back then it was a girlfriend, you know, like I know she likes shoes, so there was this shoe shop that she liked called Shoes in Bangsa, so I was just
shoes, yes.
close the shop for her and then let her go pick shoes and then the designers there choose. I'll do all these
Close
things.
the shop for her?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a dream, you know.
Now I regret.
Okay.
Now I regret. This fella spoiling market. This fella spoil market. Wait. This is when you already together with her lah.
Well, I was just chasing and we just got together.
Dating lah.
Dating like haven't like official yet lah.
The courting phase
But even these things, they at that time they weren't so expensive also, you know. Like maybe it's like 600 ringgit or some 700 ringgit, something like that, you know.
To close the shop, really?
Yeah, because you just go for a couple of hours, you know. It's not like you're closing Zara, you know.
Okay.
For that, you know. But you know, I'll just do stuff like, you know. But to a 20-something, early 22, 23-year-old, you know, back then it was like, oh.
No, it's a flex. I think even now it's still a flex.
Yeah. So I did that. But one thing I think we just really got along, you know. And we got along as friends. And yeah, you know. But you know,
so closing shop is one of your moves
then
your ultimate like. So do you have any more kung fu moves you share a bit, because our audience is quite young, you know.
We got a lot of boys watching a lot of, I think our podcast,
a lot of single boys
watch, so
it's a jantan show this one.
We're born here also there's a single boy here also.
Yeah, he's also single but he likes Chinese girls, so maybe your wisdom can impart to him. Yeah, so he
dapat amoy.
That's why you never get girlfriend until now. You never close the shop.
I don't know how to close the deal also maybe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need to rent out cinema mana. Like, you want to watch movie Comes Utopia 2.
Cannot lah bro, that one tak boleh bro.
Yeah. But I don't know I think like okay, so I believe in this relationships, right? I always believe is okay, I mean relationships is like farting, they say.
Took a while to come up with that one.
Okay. Let's go. Let him cook. I'll let you cook.
You know, if it's really hard, then it's probably shit lah, you know?
Comedian bro,
I love it. It's so good.
You know, so basically you gotta. So for me, it was just quite effortless. Beyond all the bells and whistles and everything, right? It was just very effortless because it was just meant to be. If it's really hard work that you have to really go and chase this girl and all that shit, right? Then honestly, like maybe this isn't the one, you know?
Yeah lah, correct.
Maybe she's not really that into you, so
maybe not into you. And for me, okay, maybe I am I maybe have very low confidence.
Okay.
At least last time. So if a girl's not into me, I immediately just like give up.
Okay.
I just like, okay lah, not into me lah. Maybe I'm bad at handling rejection or something like that, but I just give up and I just find someone. And fortunately, my wife is someone who was into me lah, you know. At that point in time, you know, and so. But
what you said at that point in time, like right now she's not into you, dear.
Yeah, she's
stuck.
I thought lately you go work out, she say okay ma now.
Yeah. She still is, you know, and but look, I mean, and I think that's important because if you're picking someone for life, And don't get me wrong, right? My wife and I, we have a great relationship, right? But we've gone through really rough patches, like in our relationship. Times where we would argue a lot, and that was like 5 years ago, and if it doesn't kill you, then it doesn't break you, then it makes you stronger, right? So I think we managed to like get past that phase, and now we're in a good phase, lah.
So when you were dating her, were you like also very similar like right now? Yeah, I guess you are very like, I like you, I show my full commitment and my full intent to be with you. But if you're not interested, then okay lah, fuck off, I'll find another one.
No, I think...
Were you like that in the beginning?
Not like that. Like, I don't have that outward confidence to say, fuck off, I'll go find another one.
I think if the girl doesn't show interest, then I get the message. Then
then he just
Yeah,
and then but personally, as a boyfriend, and at least in those time, like, I was very I guess I was insecure. Like, I always come off like try to come off dominant. Like I felt like I had to be the alpha male kind of thing. Because I was basically, even the early parts of our marriage I was like the breadwinner and everything. But now I think I've changed. Now my kids call me the beta male. They call me beta male.
What?
Like, and
how dare they?
And like, for example, I really don't mind just doing all the stuff, like just I just don't mind doing anything. Like, I don't mind like splitting any workload whatsoever with my wife, whether it's like sending kids or whether it's like taking out all the mental load. I really don't mind that anymore. But last time I used to be like, that's my role is to earn the money. So I think I've kind of evolved for the better in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any? You've been married like how long? Quite long already, right?
2012. So that would make it
13 years. Do you have any advice for young people right now, like seeking love? I think it's only good that you hear advice. Not only, but it's good to hear advice from people who have been through it, who have married, and stand the, go through the test of time.
I think that
Fella wearing off-white.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know who gave me this? My friend gave me this.
Your friend give you off-white.
Yeah. So
what a good friend.
Who's your friend?
you know a guy named Peng Jun?
Peng Jun. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he gave me this because I was wearing a Bangkok fake off-white. and then I was with some streetwear guys lah. And I asked him, bro, can you tell is this real or fake or not? And they're like, it's definitely fake. I said, how do you know? He said, because my one, the off was very, very big, capitalized. He said the off is not that big one. So but anyway, I don't care, I was just wearing it lah. Then finally he got fed up lah. And Ping was like, bro, come on lah, can you wear something real? So he just gave me this.
Okay.
That's the only one. I have never bought another one ever since because it's so expensive lah.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous lah. Almost 1,000 ringgit for a t-shirt.
More. No,
1,000 something for a t-shirt.
I think it went to 1,500.
But speaking of 1,000 ringgit, there's one brand I really like that's very expensive.
Okay.
And they sponsored me a bit here and there lah. And that's the 13 de Marzo. It's a China brand.
It's the one of the teddy bears.
The teddy bear. It's just open in Pavilion only.
Oh wow.
Wow, okay.
I really love that brand. That one's very cute.
Yeah, it's very. It's a brand that I would like also, but I cannot pull it off. Yeah.
What was it called again? Oh wow.
13 de Marzo. Yeah, because they have all these like teddy bear things that you put on top.
Yeah, the teddy bear stick out of it. So see,
Oh.
look at the jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cute, man.
Yeah.
This is a China brand.
China brand. It was damn expensive also.
Wow.
And they just open in Pavilion only.
Wow, the shoes.
literally-
Wow, they
Damn
collab
nice,
with
eh?
Vans way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very cute one. Very, very cute.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's really expensive.
A lot of fake of this. There's a lot of fakes.
Yeah.
Because it's so expensive, right?
I think it's just because it's so China friendly. Because of all the teddy bears. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but let's not diverge from the main
Oh, yeah.
question.
Yeah.
What was it again?
The main yeah, advice for relationship advice
for the younger
audience.
The youngins.
I think that with my wife, it's something we never take for granted. That we have to work on a relationship regularly. I change, she changed over time, and it's always something you have to put a lot of work into lah. I feel like but I think
when you say work, what do you mean?
like
Can you be specific in terms of work?
like I think it's like understanding, like a lot of work on understanding times where you may unintentionally sometimes make a person feel in a negative way. Sometimes you don't mean it, but sometimes it makes the person feel unloved, not safe, or not cared for, or known, you know. And very often this happens when I will be like, oh, but why? I do this for you, I do that for you, and all that. But sometimes we're not arguing about what I do or not do. It's just that this is the way she feels. One way or another, I can't deny that. This is how you feel right now, irregardless of my actions.
Yeah.
So like, what do I need to do to try to help you reconcile that from here on?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's one thing I learned. It's not about being right or wrong. It's about acknowledging that this is your feeling right now, and I need to do something about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Agreed. Yes, I totally understand what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm going through it right now. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I started dating again. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think sometimes women, they just want to, as men, we want to solve issues.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're like, I don't want you to solve. Can you just listen or not? Can you just like, you know?
So I think the main issue was when the girl goes like emo, right?
Yeah.
About this, like for example, the way she feels at that moment.
Yeah.
Us men, we go into a point like, hey, I did all this, I did this, I'm doing all this, so you don't appreciate all this. But to her, right, it's like, I understand, I appreciate all that, but this is how I feel about this issue
Right now.
like right now.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the issue, this one. Not the rest of it is whatever.
Yeah,
you do that one, okay, no problem. This is the issue. And you need to, as a guy, sometimes it's very hard for us to like hold space for that. And like what I'm learning in 2025 is to hold space for people's emotion at that point of time. And like, okay, I understand this is how I feel. This is what I did to make you feel that way. I understand. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. And like, I have to say sorry about that. I did this and you feel that way, and I did not understand how you feel at that point. So that was something which I didn't really had to work on. I didn't really had to do, because me and my wife, my late wife, we were together for so long. So, you know, we kind of understood each other too well already.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have to think about that. But when you go to a new relationship, new person, then it's a whole different person. And I cannot assume that this person understands me from the get-go.
Yeah, of
right?
course.
So, yeah.
Good advice. I struggle the same thing today, by the way.
Until today.
It's a constant thing. You know? Like even, you know, because sometimes you change here and there, or I still miss things here and there. You know, it's a constant thing. And sometimes, look, I know this. I can talk about it like I'm a guru, but when I'm in the trenches, right?
Then
and I still
in the trenches.
I'm in the trenches, right? When it's very easy to speak like that, right? Like a guru, like, oh yeah. But once you're in it, right, and all the emotions are charged up, and then you know my wife will tell me, and I'll be like, oh yeah, but I do this and everything, and she'll be like, yeah, I know, it's not about you, it's not about what you do, this is how I feel, you know. So you know, I had to, okay, shit, you know, put myself back.
It's quite the thought process and listening patterns have changed nowadays in relationships compared to our parents' era, I would say. Yeah, like my girlfriend, she'll be like, after she'll tell me, then she'll be like make me feel like a kid, like, you understand what I'm saying or not? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, just give me some time to process as well, you know. So yeah, it takes a bit of time.
So we've been talking for like 1.5 hours.
Yeah,
that's
man.
pretty fast. I know you need to go soon. I've got one last question for you, and it's about your entrepreneurship and your journey. And the question is, what's the most painful decision you've made as a founder that actually ended up being necessary for your growth?
Starting Colony,
I like that he's taking time to think about it. Wow, very stressed.
I think that
You can put the mic nearer to you.
Closer a bit, yeah.
I think leaving the first company I started lah.
Nafnang,
I think leaving that lah.
That's a baby, ma.
Yeah. I think that look, I mean, we IPO and everything. You know, my partner then was the CEO, and we just had disagreements in the way we wanted to run things, lah. You know, without going into details. And finally, and look, you know, I feel like I wasn't bringing value to the table at the point, because I was almost like I couldn't influence much, but I was getting this good salary for doing nothing. So then I left lah. You know, I finally decided, okay, I gotta leave. And I had a conversation with my wife. I said, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna lose this. I could lose this salary and everything. I got some savings. It'll keep us afloat. We'll just live our normal life. But look, our luxuries are all gonna be cut lah. You can forget about traveling to Europe and all this stuff. You know, forget about buying expensive things and everything. We're just gonna be that lah. You know. And I'm gonna try to build this new company called Colony. I don't know if I'll succeed, but you know, let me try lah. And she told me, yeah. So what? We can do with less money. You know, Subang girl, bro. Subang girl, bro. I like, I didn't grow up with money. I can still end up with no money, no freaking problem. You know, you know. So and honestly, with that, right, it's like I mean, for me, it was very touching for me lah. You know, and.
I mean, that's a major support point, man. I mean, to someone for your partner to say that in that moment of your, you know, that's like, you know, you're going to push yourself to even do better, you know, that kind of thing, you know. Yeah.
And I remember some other people were like, no lah, you know, your wife she can't handle a downgrade. Imagine if she can handle a downgrade. You know? All that, you know, it's about not just life, but it's about society and everything, you know. But she's like, downgrade lah, no freaking problem. Yeah. What is that? We don't need all these things. So damn. So yeah, and I think that was pivotal lah in leading to this new career. Yeah. Damn,
that's so good. Yeah, man. Big shout out. Any last shout out you want to give?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for DMing me and so quickly arrange this. I really enjoyed you know, hanging out and chatting with you guys.
I hope you like the format. The format. Very chill. We can go anywhere. There's no like real. Yeah, I mean the whole name is called BorakLAH, so we're just here to have like a chat. And definitely check in. We hope to have you back for like another second, third, fourth, fifth session. I feel there's so much more we can talk about.
Yeah, this is like just the tip of the iceberg.
I feel that there is a lot of. Honestly, keep doing what you're doing. I really like it. I hope, you know, that we get to have another session of this and to pick your brain a bit deeper, besides whatever you're posting online. To go deeper into like some of the topics that you like to talk about next time. And man, keep doing what you're doing and keep inspiring. Is very inspirational to actually see you doing this as well from my point of view lah. You know, it just goes to show it's not about the age. You can just really, you know, like sometimes we put ourselves in this box, right? Oh, we fucking old already lah. We should just sit back and you know, let the young people do young people things, you know. But I think sometimes even people at our age or even older, if you have a perspective, you have an opinion, you talk about it, people listen also. So I feel like, you know, keep doing you. It's very inspirational. So yeah.
We never even talk about your dogs yet.
Oh, my dogs are
Butters and Pablo. We also have a Pablo in this office.
Yeah, we have a Pablo. Pablo is a real person, not a dog. But yeah.
Sometimes he's a dog.
Sometimes, yeah.
You know what's the difficult thing about being our age lah, right? I suppose you guys are about 40.
This is the baby lah.
He's the baby. He's young. He's 30.
Yeah, it's really true, right? That age makes you really afraid to fail.
Yes.
Not because, and it's not just about, we can't afford to fail because we cannot, we're too old. That's just an excuse. It's actually our ego. Over the years, we've built some form of a career, and that we think that, oh fuck, you know, if I come out and do this social media thing, come out and do this business again, if I fail, then it's very embarrassing lah.
Yeah.
And as a result, then we tend to overanalyze and be afraid to make that move.
It's the Asian must take care of the water face thing lah.
Yeah.
No, it's the easiest way to put it, you know. We are like programmed like that, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
So if I say like, you know, no matter how old, just fucking do it lah, you know. I mean, like, don't don't lose everything you have until you're out on the streets. But
Correct,
don't let the ego,
Yes.
anything stop you from failing.
Faham?
Yeah, let's
Alright.
end with that. That's a real good
way to
one.
end. Thank you so much, bro, for being here once again.
you.
Yeah,
All right,
appreciate
big
it.
shout out to Tim Tiah. Let's go.
Thanks, bro.